Jump shot 98, 109 release. 1, Larry Bird, 29%, release 109. Larry Bird, 71%, max speed. I'm back. Green. I return. I'm in my final form again. And the greens are unlimited. Now today I'm going to be giving you, well, I already gave you guys the best jump shot. But now I'm going to teach you guys how to use it. Now this is the most consistent jump shot in the game. When you use this, it just gives you a natural energy to just green easily. But you have to trust and believe. Now this jump shot, I created it and I made the release over the top of my head. Now why did I make it like this? Because that gives me a visual on. So I want to get a visual. Visual is so important. Why is it so important? Why is it so key? Once you understand the release point on when you get those green animations, the muscle memory, it all sinks in. You have to understand this is a process though. It takes for you to get those greens, to get that feeling inside, to realize, okay, that's where I gotta release it at. It's just like anything that you practice. So if you don't take your time to turn the meter off and make a jump shot, this is one thing I want to teach you guys. This is a life lesson as well, so listen. You can copy people. There's nothing wrong with copying people. There's nothing wrong with being inspired by a person. There's nothing wrong with a person giving you an idea and you twisted it and made your own creative twist on it. People just get in their egos and they don't understand to give credit when credit is due. Or to realize, hey, that was just, it was a spark. I don't have to. So why am I saying this? You cannot always do that, because going down a path of copying someone else or doing something that someone else is doing, you may experience some of those things that that person had to go through, and some of those things may be bad, and in your experience it may be worse. You trying to use one of these jump shots, it may just be terrible for you because you're not at the level yet, or you don't have the awareness or the knowledge on how to use it. Look at this moves. I'm getting It hits with whites as well, fellas. But back to the message. You guys have to get into the jump shot creator and take your time to make a jump shot that looks good for you. A animation that works for you. One that feels comfortable for you. It's just like if I told you, hey, what house do you want to move into? You're going to move into a house that you want to move into. A house that you're comfortable with. It looks right for your eyes. You like how that room looks. Not how I tell you how it looks. Not because I say, hey, this is the best room. It gives you the best comfort. And then you get in the room and you don't like it. This is the time, like 2K is going into this shift, into this era, to where now you're going to have to start learning how to use things that work for you. You're going to be able to copy a player, but you're never going to get to your true potential if you don't learn how to create things for yourself at times. Everybody gets help from somebody. Everyone. But there's independence that you have to have for yourself. And that independence is just creativity alone. That's creative. You going in the jump shot creator and finding a jump shot animation that looks for you, whether you want it releasing from your chest, whether you want it releasing from the top of your head, whether you want a fast bass, a slow bass. Dante Exum, there's Amateur 1, there's Bass 95. There's a lot of basses, and this year is not like, oh, there's a certain best bass. Bass 95 is just, 98 is just the fastest. You understand? Green. It's just the fastest. That's why people use it, so you can shoot like that. Now I want to touch up on another thing with NBA 2K21. All the badges are key. If you want to make more greens, put on catch and shoot. This year, catch and shoot is a big boost because you get animated a lot in this game. This is why stop and go is good, because it reduces some animations and you can just stop and shoot. Easy greens. It's important to watch your feet and your hands this year. Once you naturally snap in, then you just get to that point. Look at this right here, people. I want to show you how KD is just crazy. This jump shot is so easy because it's right above the head. You just hold it a little bit longer because you guys understand that this year has that little delay with the meter off. Once you get used to it, I promise you guys, I promise you, you have to give yourself the opportunity to shoot, miss, not care. This is why you need to just play with randoms if you can. Why do you think I do this? Because if you just want to go mess around, guess what? You can go shoot as much shots as you want. You can test out your jumper as much as you want and not feel like your friends got to yell at you or whatever the case is. Even though I still make my shots and do what I do on the court, it's just practice mechanisms that you can go out there by yourself, because I understand it's deeper than just you not trying to learn how to shoot with your meter off. You don't want to sell. You can shoot more greens with your meter on. Your friends are getting mad at you, yelling at you, so you gotta turn your meter back on. That's not the case, and y'all can't even lie to me and tell me that's the case. Now this is what I want people to do that's still watching right now. Every viewer, comment down below if you don't use your meter or not, right? Comment down below if you use a meter. Comment meter on, and then tell me why you still use a meter. And then if you use a meter off, just comment meter off. But if you still use a meter on, tell me what's your reason to not go to the meter off. What's the real true reason? Because you see there's many of people that use it. They play with their meter off, have no problem. You see I'm playing with my meter off. I'm getting good greens, shooting deep, being able to green more consistently. Why? Just comment it down. I want to know. Now let me touch back up onto this because I almost lost track. Catch and shoot is very, very good. Why? Because 9 times out of 10, that catch and shoot shot, that green window is expanded. 2K wants to make this game more realistic. You're going to need these badges in the next gen if you want to shoot a good catch and shoot shot. These badges, I feel like they're going to really be key this year. Really. Like, I really feel it. And your stats is going to play all onto that. And then you know how 2K is. But catch and shoot in current gen right now is very, very good. Why? Because you can green your first shot. What does that do? Opens up green machine and expands your green window. So even if you don't shoot a catch and shoot shot and you're shooting a standing shot, your green window is expanded because green machine is activated. You understand? Now if you don't have catch and shoot on, then you don't have that boost off of that catch and shoot shot. You may have to shoot in the beginning of the game. You miss, takeover goes down, the other team gets the ball, they score. You know, so I'm just trying to eliminate those types of shots that you may miss. And you can get whites off a catch and shoot. So learn how to use these badges. Learn how to be strategic with these badges. You know, understand you're gonna play with other people, other humans, and they're gonna want the ball. So catch and shoot is a very, very good badge to use because they're gonna end up having to pass you the ball unless in case they want to just dribble, and then pass you the ball. Boom, you got catch and shoot. At least you green your shot. They can't say, "Oh, you missing a wide open shot." You know what I mean? So it's like have yourself prepared. Look at the green. This shot is so easy to use, people. Larry Bird is that smooth, slow base that goes over the top of the head. You mix it up with a smooth release. You mix it up with the fast base 98. Clean. Guaranteed greens, fellas. And I want to let you guys know something. I'm only at an 82 right now, 3-pointer, with this jump shot. And you guys know how this year 2K, they really gave that high 3-ball to 90s. Now, I would say where you can really stroke up and not have too much problems is like a 86 to 85. Luckily, I'm going to get an 85. I think a 86. But you add boost on, you guys are going to be in the 90s. But shooting is going to be important. I feel like even in next gen, go with shooting. Make sure you have your build to where he can shoot. Don't have your build to the point where you trying to balance him out too much and then you realize, like, no, don't do that. You're going to waste money. You're going to waste VC. Go with shooting first, and then once you see that you can go with a balanced build, then guess what? You can make a balanced build and still have the OP shooting build. Be smart this year. I'm trying to put y'all on game and make sure y'all good. Be smart. Think that way. That way is always best. Make a shooting build. What do I mean? You can make him have some playmaking, but make him have a good amount of shooting badges. So the build can never just be like not an asset. He's going to be able to stroke up. You get what I'm saying, people? Positive vibes. Look at KD. Oh my God, he's too fast. Positive vibes. 4 alpha.